This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
What we are going to discuss today is Ansible playbooks. Before that, let me check this Ansible environment. We have discussed about this concept of Ansible in our previous session. We have started Ansible. Yes, the agenda for today's session is we are going to discuss about the install perspective, how to install Ansible. Under installation, we are going to set up three machines here. So the main machine where Ansible is running is called as Ansible controller. And then here the machines we have Ansible client machines. We call this as a managed nodes M1 and M2. MN stands for the machine which is under the control of Ansible controller is called managed nodes. Here the operating system that we are going to make use of it Ubuntu 14. So why Ubuntu 14 instead of Ubuntu 16 or Ubuntu 18? And the thing is that Ansible needs Python 2.7. Okay, by Python 2.7 comes with Ubuntu 14. Okay, it doesn't support Python 3. That's the reason why we go for this Ubuntu. So you want to create three virtual machines with Ubuntu 14 as operating system and designate those machines one as an Ansible controller, which is the master, and then the remaining two as the manager nodes, which they are all client nodes of Ansible. So what you need to do apart from that? Apart from that, what you need to do? You want to establish a passwordless authentication between this controller and the master. Here, Ansible, the main advantage of Ansible here is the Ansible can connect with each manager node by simply using a SSH connection. So we already discussed that Ansible is agentless. That means no need to configure any additional software on the manager nodes and the master nodes in order to make communication between the controller and the manager node. That is one of the important and advantageous features of Ansible. Here it makes use of SSH. Therefore, you want to establish a passwordless authentication mechanism. So how to ensure this passwordless authentication? So for that we already discussed. You want to create a password for a user, Ubuntu user. Create Ubuntu user password, and then once the user password has been created, you want to edit the file. Okay, under etc under SSH under SSH ID underscore config file. Here you can find a password authentication. By default, it will be disabled. Okay, so we want to enable it. So the password authentication by default, okay, it will be no. You want to make it as yes. Okay, so you remove no and make it as yes. And after that, a sudo service name restart. Okay, SSH restart. So here, this is the step that you need to go for establishing this passwordless authentication. So you want to perform the creating your Ubuntu password and editing this password authentication from no to yes. Okay, in all these three controllers, manager node 1 and manager node 2. So after that, in order to ensure that you are an authenticated user, the users of MN1 and MN2 are legitimate users, what you need to do? This action needs to be performed on the controller node. You want to generate the key SSH-keygen. Here this SSH-keygen will generate ID underscore RSA dot pub key, and it will generate ID underscore RSA, a public and private key. What you need to do? You want to copy this ID underscore RSA dot pub key that is generated in the controller machine into the manager node 1 and to manager node 2. How to copy? For that we have a command called SSH-copy-ID. Okay, and then you want to specify the username. Being we are with Amazon, the default user is Ubuntu. And you need to specify the private IP address of the corresponding nodes. For example, manage node 1. Similarly, you execute this command. All these things need to be executed from the controller node. Okay, so here all the previously specified password authentication. Here you want to be executed this in all the three nodes. Then this need to be executed on controller node only. Okay, please make a note. SSH keygen, SSH copy ID, Ubuntu at private IP, SSH copy ID, Ubuntu at the private IP of M2. So here, once the key that has been generated here, has been present there. What happened here is, whenever the controller try to communicate with this manager nodes, being this ID underscore RS at PubKey is copy is present, it will consider the controller node as a legitimate node, and without asking password, it will make a login. So that is the way by which you can make a passwordless authentication. Once everything is over, then we need to install Ansible. That's all. Okay, so this is the process that we need to set. Here, what we are going to do. So here we are going to set up this controller and machine using Ubuntu 14. And after performing all these things, let me install Ansible here. Okay, so let me start with. So I had already discussed these things in previous session itself, but being my account has been disabled, I want to go for a new thing. And after that, we will discuss about, we have some basic discussion of some basic commands, some basic models has been discussed. We continue with the remaining and we can come to the end with the Ansible playbook. Okay, so let I open, I already have a machine. So Ubuntu 14, okay, you can come down to have a Ubuntu 14. Ubuntu 14, yes. How many machines? So you can make use of all these things, micro instance, configure instance detail. Then the number of machines that we need, okay, 3 machines. So add a storage. Here you can have the default storage, add a tab, security group, under security group, so you can use existing security group. So launch wizard 1, the launch wizard 1, it will allow all the traffic, okay, and the SSK, it also permits SSK and you want to add all the traffic, okay. So review, launch, and you can make use of a key. The key that I already created here is 06, okay, launch instance. My instance got launched. So now I have a controller machine. Let I make it as controller, okay, which is the master of, and here I need to have managed node 1, MN1, MN2, managed node. Now I have 3 machines, okay, all are Ubuntu 14 based. There is a prerequisite 6. I want to install Python in Arduino. Being Ansible is configured using Python, I need Python, and Python 2.x need to be configured. Okay, all are in running state. Let me connect with these all machines to create this setup. Just click authentication, connect. Okay. And the default username is Ubuntu. Whatever may be the version, the default username is Ubuntu. Okay, let me make it as a master. So send settings, appearance, change. So bold 12. Okay. Let me make it as a master. Similarly, let me create 2 other missions. New sessions. Under new session, you want to connect manage node 1. Okay. Control V. SSH. Authentication. Browse. Yes. Default Ubuntu. Yeah. Send settings. Appearance. Let me give a color, a blue color for this. Open another node, new session, go to this. That is manage node 2. Okay, so we have created 3 machines. Yeah, okay. So we have now 3 machines with us. 1 controller and 2 manager nodes. Okay, if you want, you can change the manager node by using etc host and the etc host. If you want, you can change the name. It is optional. Okay, here in each and everything, we need to install Docker. Sorry, Ansible. Sudo apt-get update. First, before installing, it is a best practice to go for an update. So let me install Ansible. Sudo, first you add the software properties, sudo apt-get install. Then what you need to do? So -y software properties comma. Okay, kindly make a note. Sudo apt-get install software properties comma. And then you want to add the repository. Software is already a new version. Sudo apt-add repository. Sudo apt-add repository. Okay, so here PPA package manager colon which repository that you need to have. You need to have add the current repository for Ansible. Okay, so what this will do, it will connect with this Ansible site and add the updated Ansible contents as its repository, and from using this repository, now you can find it got connected with ansible.com. Here it updates the repository. Then using which you can able to install Ansible. That we make sudo once again apt-get update to make the repository update. Sudo apt-get install Ansible. Okay. So now Ansible has been installed. And two, you need to install Python. Sudo apt-get install So here the Python 2.x can be installed by using Python minimal. Python -minimal minimal. Python is already installed. Now Ansible is also already installed. Let me verify. Ansible space version. Okay, so Ansible is running. Python space version. Python 2.x has been installed. Okay, 2.7.6. So, and what you need to do, and then you need to open a etc Ansible. So you want to have a sudo privilege to access sudo. Okay, what you need to do, you open a etc Ansible. Here there is a file by name host file. Okay, sudo, let I make it change directory first. cd etc/Ansible. Here under etc/Ansible, we have a file by name host sudo. This is the inventory file where we want to list all the manager nodes of Ansible. Sudo vi host. Okay, so here you can find you have a group. You can form a group, separate group. So in real time you can form a web server group. Okay, and you can form a database server group. So you can form a developer group. You can form a QA group. You can form a production. Any group that you can form using this open brace and close brace, square brace, under which you can include all the group members. Okay, either you can give your direct domain name or you can give your IP address. So here what we are going to do is, like here let me, without a group, what I am going to do, I am going to give the private IP address of both the machines. Okay, that is your manager node 1 and manager node 2. So you open this manager node 1 and manager node 2. M1 wants private IP address. Okay, here private IP, copy the private IP, go to the location. Here insert. Okay, simply insert the manager. Then second, so go to the second manager node and copy the private IP address and simply copy. Copy, go back and insert. Okay, so these are all the two nodes which now forms the part of the Ansible controller. So I can directly specify or I can give a group name specify that we discuss about this group. Okay, WQ. So sudo vi host now contains Ansible the control. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to install in all remaining two nodes. Okay, I need to do this activity in the remaining two nodes. I need to install Ansible here. Okay, so this file is called inventory file. Okay, where Ansible will look into this host. Please make a note of all this activity. So open the second machine. Okay, use. Then you want to set the password. Is it what you did? You have installed Ansible alone. Okay, you have to set the password. So here, open. First set the password for the user Ubuntu. Okay, cd/home/Ubuntu. Sudo password for Ubuntu. Okay, to first you need to do this for establishing this passwordless authentication. I am making the password as Ubuntu. Okay, the password has been changed. Password unchanged. Okay, there sudo password Ubuntu for ubuntu Ubuntu ubuntu. Now password has been updated successfully. So what I need to do next, I want to open sudo va/etc. Under ssh we have a file by name ssid_config. So open the file and go to this password authentication. Okay, by default the password authentication will be no. You want to make it as yes. Delete, insert, make it as yes. Escape colon WQ. And you want to start the service. Sudo service ssh restart. Okay, so this is the step that you need to do. Okay, it started. Similarly, you change this sudo apt-get update. So before doing any activity, the best practice to go for update. Yeah, I'm doing this in manager node 1. So sudo, let me set the password. Sudo password for the user Ubuntu. We are setting the password for Ubuntu. You can give any password. I am giving the password Ubuntu password. Then I need to set sudo va/etc/ssid_config. So here you want to make this password authentication as yes. User yes. Escape colon WQ. Okay, and then sudo service name restart. Yes, perfect. And then here you need to install this Ansible. Okay, so you need to install Ansible and you need to install Python. The command to install Python sudo apt-get install Python by default we have Python. Okay, so yes, Python minimal is already the new version. And then what you need to do, you want to install Ansible sudo apt-get update. Sudo apt-get install -y. So software -properties -common. Okay, you want to install the software -properties -common. Okay, already the new version, and you want to add the repository sudo apt-add repository sudo apt-add repository package manager PPA. You want to add a repository for Ansible /Ansible. Yes, it adds the repository, perfect. And then you want to install Ansible. Before that, you want to once again sudo apt-get update. After the repository has been configured, you go for an update. So all these updated informations will be downloaded. Yes. Now you install Ansible. Sudo apt-get install. You want to install Ansible. Now Ansible has been configured on manager node along with Python. Ansible space -version. You can find Ansible here. Python space -version. So Python is mandatory for execution. Okay, Python 2.0. You go with the second. Okay, so this is the second node. Sudo apt-get update -y. Set the password. Sudo password for user Ubuntu. Sudo under etc under ssh under sshid underscore config. Sudo va etc sshid under config. User yes. Okay, sudo va sshid config sudo service ssh restart. Okay, so now you want to sudo install apt-get install python -minimal. Even though Python has been installed, just make a verification. Sudo apt-get update. So we are going to install Ansible. Sudo apt-get. What you need to do, you want to install the software apt-get install software properties comma software properties comma, and then you want to add the repository. Sudo apt-add repository. Okay, so what you want to add? You want to add PPA package manager Ansible/Ansible. So it will add the repository. Okay, sudo apt-add repository PPA Ansible/Ansible. It adds the repository. Okay, once your repository has been added, sudo apt-get update. It will be updated and you can install sudo apt-get install Ansible. So we have set up passwordless authentication, we have installed Python, and we have installed Ansible in all the three machines. Next, what you need to do, you want to generate a SSH-key here. Okay, so you have this under Ansible under host inventory. Sudo va under etc. Okay, we have a Ansible under Ansible. Okay, we have an inventory file. So the inventory file, the remote servers need to be added here. Let me verify. Sudo etc under Ansible. We have a file by name host. Okay, here add the IP address of this to manager nodes. Okay, let me add this here itself. Go to the manager node. This is the private IP. Copy. Simply insert. Right click. Okay, these are all the manager nodes. Go to manager node 1. So go to the private IP address. Copy and install. SK:WQ. Similarly, open this machine. Sudo vi under etc. Okay, so you have Ansible, a file by name force. Add this. So insert, simply go to Ansible one, insert the IP and go to manage node 2, copy, right click, escape colon W. Yes, perfect. So we did all the thing. Now you need to generate this key. SSH hyphen key. For generating the key, you should not use this sudo. If you use sudo, what happens here is it will generate a key for a root user. Whereas you people try to log in as a Ubuntu user, it will result in a error. So SSH hyphen key. Once the key is generated, you need to make a copy of the key. So you can find it will generate id underscore rsa id underscore rsa dot pub key. Okay. So under dot ssh, what you need to do, you want to use ssh hyphen copy hyphen id. Then the username is Ubuntu, and you want to specify at the IP address. Okay. So you want to specify the IP address of the private IP of manager node. One. Go to the controller, the private IP of manager node. Enter. Yes. It asks for password. The password is Ubuntu in the target machine. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now, similarly, SSH hyphen copy ID. You want to specify the private IP Ubuntu at the private IP address of manager node 2. Copy. Go to the location. So you want to add the key to the cache. Yes, the password is Ubuntu. Perfect. Now we have configured everything associated with the master slave communication between the Ansible controller and the Ansible manager nodes. Okay, now you can execute the command in the manager node. This thing we already discussed in our previous session. Okay, so now we are going to start with our discussion of the remaining commands. I think so. You have set up this, Arun.
Yes, Raman.
Yeah, you already set up the environment. If we have a yes. Now let me do some commands which we have not so far used. Here what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss some models. Okay, shell model, copy model, fetch model, file model, apt model. There are several models that we need to go up with this Ansible. Okay, here the models that are of our interest is the following models. For each and every execution, Ansible uses a model. Okay, you want to in the Ansible command, you want to specify a model. So the model that we are going to make use of is command model. The first model we already discussed. So this is the default model. Even if it doesn't specify anything on Ansible, the command model will be executed. Okay, the syntax already discussed. What is the syntax? The syntax for Ansible execution. So Ansible, we can specify either all specifies to all the managed nodes under the host file. If not, you can specify a group name. If you have multiple groups, you can specify a group name. For example, if you want this particular command to execute on text group means you can specify text group. If you want to execute on this group production machine means you can specify. Before that you should have a group name. So and the group name need to be contain all the manager nodes under the group, anything. Or if you want to execute this on a particular machine, you can specify IP address of the machine. Okay, so all the three is permissible. So here so far we discussed using Ansible all. And then here what I need to do, I need to specify the inventory file, I. The default location for inventory file is under etc, under Ansible, we have a file host file. Okay, so this is the file. What is inventory file? The inventory file contains the details of the manager node. So this is the default. This is the optional one. Again, you can specify this or you can leave as it is. If you have your inventory file under different locations, you can use this I option to specify the inventory file. Okay, and then what you need to do, and you need to specify a module. M stands for module. Here there are several modules that we can make use of. We have command module, we have shell module. Okay, we discussed some modules in our previous. We will discuss the remaining. We have a ping module. Okay, we have a copy module. Copy from this Ansible host to that is a controller to the manager nodes. The reverse is fetch module. It is used to copy from the manager nodes into the Ansible controller. Okay, we can copy a file. Okay, we can install a package using apt. So here, if it is the target machine is Red Hat, you can use this yum. So you can create a user, you can log in, you can create a service, you can install services. Okay, so you can download this URL, you can connect with a particular URL using this module. You can use this debug module. Okay, to debug. We can get the statistics of the machine using stat module. Okay, so these are all the modules that you can make use of it. The default module is command module. If you want to execute any basic Linux command, you can go with this command module. Okay, that is the default module. -m, you want to specify the module name. Okay, so you want to specify the module. For example, if it is a command, you can specify command module, and you want to give the argument -a. So for example, ls -l is argument. So if you want to get any information associated with a particular command, you can give this command module. Yes, this is the way by which you can specify the Ansible syntax. Okay, so far we discussed about this command module. So let me discuss on further modules. Even if you don't specify this inventory file, you can specify Ansible, or you don't need to specify inventory, or you don't need to specify the command. Directly you can specify ls-l means it will look for this inventory file etc Ansible host, under which, being it is a command module, you no need to specify explicitly -m module. Okay, directly you can use this -a argument alone. ls-l will list you the files associated. Okay, so this is by default. Kindly make a note of it. You can execute this on the controller node. Okay, if you execute this on controller node, then this thing have operate on all the managed nodes under the. Okay, so let me do some practice. So ls-l. Okay, so ls-al, it will give you the details. Now Ansible, you can specify all. Okay, the syntax, I know to specify the etc host file. I no need to specify that. If you want, you can specify the module yum, command as the module, -a argument, ls-al. Now it connect with this. Now you can find it. We got connected with this machine 27, and it got connected with the machine, and it will display all the things. Even if you don't specify this -m, the module name as a command, it works. Also because being it is a default module is command module. Okay. So if you want to find out the memory space, -a, free use the space, free space on memory. Okay, you can find this is the total memory and used and free space of memory on that particular machine. Okay. If you want to get this disk space, df hyphen file system, df hyphen h is the file system space command. Now whatever the file system, now it got connected and it will display this here. Okay, next we are going to discuss about this shell command. Okay, the shell command is used for redirection. For example, ls-l will give you this list, ls-al will give you the list. So if you want these things to be copied on a file 1, ls-1 greater than file 1. Okay, it will copy the output of ls-l1 into the file 1. Now we can find file 1. So cat file 1 will contain. So to perform this redirection, what we need to do? So you can make use of a module called shell module. The command is Ansible, or what you need to do, you want to specify the module -m, the module name is shell module. Here I want to specify the argument. The argument, what is the argument? ls-al. So what I need to do, it need to be redirected into file 1. Okay, so here before executing this command, let me verify in these nodes. In the node, we have your present working directory is home Ubuntu, under which you don't have a file, new file. Okay, so this is your node 1 and this is your node 2. Your present working directory is home Ubuntu, ls there is no file 1. So when you execute this, okay, when you execute this command, what are all the things that it is present under ls-al will be copied into file 1, and this activity will happen on all the nodes. Okay, so before that, let me create a touch manage node 1. This is manage node 1. Here you create a file touch manage node 2. So ls-al will list you, okay, the content associated with this direct manage node 2. Okay, so you have manage node 2 and manage node 1. So for our verification, so let me execute this command Ansible r -m cell. Okay, this after -a ls-. Now you can find here change the option. Go to this, simply type ls. Now you can find file 1, cat file 1. Here you can find here it contains all the details along with manage node 1. Here you can go here and you can find ls, you can find file 1, cat file 1. You can find that it is manage node 2. So this is the way by which you can execute any command on the Ansible controller. Immediately it will do this execution on the machines under its control. So now let me do this additional action. Okay, let me use this shell module, okay, to install Docker. How to install Docker? So let me go for this command. You know the installation of Docker, get.docker.com. Okay, so get.docker.com. Here you want to execute these two curl command. It will download. These are all the two commands that you need to execute. Curl, and then it downloads test docker.sh. You want to use this test docker.sh. How you can make use of it? Here the module that you want to use here is shell module. Okay, so you want to first download, and after that you can make use of file module, okay, to install. Okay, so let me first issue this command. Go to the controller node. The command is Ansible, or I want to install in all the node. The module I am going to make use of it, the shell module, and the argument that I am going to make use of it, that this is the argument. Okay, so curl, copy, paste. Okay, so close this argument. Now Warning, consider using of get URL changed. Okay, if we need to use the command get URL insufficient, we can pass to this command and set. Okay, so what happened here is here since Ansible is intelligent enough, since we have already so this particular file is present here. Okay, it doesn't do anything here. So we have already in this location we have this file. Okay, test hyphen docker.sh. Okay, so here test hyphen docker.sh file is already downloaded. So what we can do? So we can here remove all these things. How you can remove all these things? Okay, for that you can use this file module. First you remove Ansible or -m. We already discussed about this file module in the previous class. -m, -a. So what you need to do? Name of the file. Name is equal to so get hyphen docker.sh. Okay, get hyphen docker.sh. If you want to remove the file, the state is equal to absent. So what happened here if you issue this command? So before issuing this command, you just make a verification. Ls you have this test hyphen docker.sh. Okay, so get hyphen ls cd root under root. Whether we install Docker or not here. So we not yet installed. Okay, yeah. So yes. Can you please let me know whether we install Docker here? We have to install Docker. Docker.
Yeah, we are yet to.
Yeah, this command will list you this Docker. Okay, Docker hyphen version. Yeah, Docker is not installed. Okay, perfect. So what you need to do? So here shell hyphen test here this is the file. Okay, the sketch Docker the script file. So not test. Okay, for test build here you want to download this get hyphen docker.sh. Copy, go to the location. Okay, so let me take this command. You want to before that your present working directory is home Ubuntu. Here too your present working directory need to be home Ubuntu. Okay, now you have only test hyphen docker. Let me remove this test hyphen docker.sh. Yes, here too let me remove this test hyphen docker.sh. Remove test hyphen docker.sh. Now there is no Docker in both the things. Let me make a verification. Docker space hyphen version. Docker is not present here. Okay, let me install Docker. So what we did here, so Ansible, you go to this and copy, right click, copy, and you specify curl Ansible R -m shell. Okay, so argument is so here you want to specify curl hyphen. The shell command is used to download. Okay, let me enter. Now you can find changed. So it changed. You can find it is changed. You can make a verification. Go here and type ls. So now you can find the get docker.lh. This is a downloader into the Docker. Okay, so docker.sh. What you need to do next? You want to here execute this shell command. How you can execute this shell command? The command is sh Ansible or -m shell. You want to execute this command. Okay, so -n. Okay, -a. The command is sh Now you want to specify get hyphen docker.sh. This is the command that I need to use for executing this script. Please make a note. Ansible R -m. Okay. So the command being it is a shell command -a the argument. Okay. Docker will be installed in all the manager nodes. Let me execute this command. Now it got connected with the manager node 1 and start installation of Docker. Similarly, yeah, sudo. Okay, it look for sudo docker version. So let me make a verification whether docker is installed or not. Simply specify docker space version. Yeah, docker is installed. So how easy is it is? Just make a verification. Docker ls you can find get docker.sh. Okay, now docker space version you can find docker has been installed. This is the way by which if it is a 2 node or if it is a 2000 node, doesn't matter. You can install Docker here in this manner. Yes, clear? So now let me add some users here. Okay, let me add a user and assign a user. What is the command to add a user? Okay, so user add, and then you need to specify the password. These are all some admin commands. Okay, let I add a user. So the command to add a user, Ansible. I need to specify all. Okay, so -m is a module. We are going to discuss about to add a user. -a is the argument. I need to specify the name of the user. Name is equal to Raman, and then I need to specify the password for user. Password is equal to, let I make it as 0. So here what happened here is the user by name Raman and with the password is created here. Okay, so let me check here. Ansible R -module user -a. The name is username and password is 0. Now failed. The permission denied. User had permission. Okay, cannot lock etc password. So since the etc password file can be accessible only by the root user. Okay, so being you are a normal user, Ubuntu user, it denies the permission. Therefore, what you need to have, if you want to execute this command to create a user and assign a pass to the user, you need a sudo privileges. How you can assume a sudo privileges? Here the sudo privileges can be assigned by using a option -b. Please make a note. Okay, the sudo privileges can be assigned by using a option -b. Therefore, the command works fine. Now you can find from error it got changed. Let me move here and go to this etc password file. Okay, cat /etc/ password file. Now you can find that the new user has been added here. We can find a new user. Raman has been added here. The home directory for Raman. Similarly, you go to this machine and type this. Okay. So here cat /etc/ password file. A new user has been added at the end. Here too the user Raman has been added. Where we execute this command? We executed the command under the controller. That what are all the machines which is under the control, that it got updated. Yes, clear?
Yes, Raman. Yes, Raman. Okay.
So if you want, you can also let me create another thing. Let me create another user, Arun. Okay, so user is equal to Arun. So before that, you just make a verification. You have only Raman alone. It is present, and the home directory is home Raman. Let me create another user Arun. Okay, instead of Raman, let me make it as user as Arun. So the password for Arun also be same thing. Okay, and then here I need to give a comment. So here these are all the options. I can give a comment. Comment is equal to Arun user created. That thing need to be enclosed. Okay. So I need to specify. I can specify the home path. So the home path for Arun user is equal to, it should be under home and it should be under Ubuntu. Under Ubuntu, you can be a user home path. Arun can be established by default. Under home Arun, the user home path will exist. Okay, so here I can also specify the shell. Okay, the shell is equal to, the user need to land on a bin and bash shell. So I think so you are aware of the commands associated with Linux. I create a user by name Arun. The password for Arun is true. I can give a command. These are all optional. Arun user created. If you don't specify the home path will be under home Arun. The shell is bash. Okay, let me check. Now the user is created. The input password appears not to be hashed. No need to go for, no need to worry about that. So now I am going to execute this same cat etc password. Now you can find the Arun user created. Okay, so here this is the command that we have given, and this is the home directory for Arun. It landed in a bin and bash. Yes, you can make a verification on this second manage node also. You just repeat this same and the cat command, and you can find everything is perfect. So let me make use of okay, a copy command. Now we have a file 1. Okay, so present. Okay, so here let me go for a copy module. The copy module is used to copy the file from this Ansible copy module. Is used to copy the file. Okay, so here this is your server, that is your controller. These are all the target nodes, manager node 1 and manager node 2. Let you create a file by name sample. So, and you can use this to copy into manager node 1 and manager node 2. Okay, so go to the controller node, create a file. So cat greater than sample. Welcome to Ansible. File copied from Ansible controller node. Okay, so now you have a file by name sample. Under this present working directory, you also make a verification here. Under here you don't have a file by name sample, you have our own, okay, file 1 and so on so on. Here too you can find ls. Okay, so here there is no sample file, so we can use this file module. So Ansible, or I want to use this -m module as a file module. Okay, so sorry, here I am going to make a copy. I can make use of a module called copy module. I need to specify the argument. I need to specify the source file name. Source file name is sample. Okay, which is in the current working location. Therefore, I can directly specify sample. If not, I need to specify the location where it is. Okay, the source file is sample, and then I need to copy where, under destination. Okay, under destination equals, you create a temp folder. Let me make it, you create a temp folder and you copy this. So for copying you need a root user privilege. Now you can find the status is want to be changed. Okay, so here let me make a verification. Here ls, now a folder, a temp folder has been created. Where it is created? Under the root directory. A temp folder has been created. Under the temp, we can find the sample file, cat sample. You can find welcome to Ansible file copied from the controller node. Yes, perfect. Here too you can find a temp file cd. Under the root, a temp file has been created, under which you can file a sample, cat sample, the same file. Welcome to Ansible file copied from the controller node. So this is the way by which you can copy a file. The fetch is the reverse command. If you want to copy a file from the manager node into the controller, you need to use fetch command, reverse of copy. /sudo. Yes, clear?
Yes, Raman.
Yeah. So let me do this fetch command. Okay. The same thing. Here, this command will copy the particular file from all the manager nodes into the controller nodes. Okay. So here, go to the controller node. Okay, so you issue this command. Ansible, before receiving this command, so ls under temp, that we copy under the temp folder. Then nothing is present under the temp folder of your controller. What I am going to do, I am going to copy the password file. Okay, the command is going to copy the password file, which is present under this etc password from this manager node 1 and manager node 2 into the controller and under the following location temp. Now the temp file is empty. This command will list you, nothing is present in the temp file. After execution of that, you can find the etc password file associated with these two manager nodes will be copied. The command is Ansible, or I need to specify the option fetch, okay, which is the reverse to copy. The difference between a copy and fetch is copy is used to copy from the controller into the manager nodes, and the reverse is from manager node into controller. Then you need to use fetch command -fetch, and you need to specify -argument. Here the source, you need to specify the source. The source file is the file under etc under password, okay, and you need to specify the destination. The destination is, so it need to be under the temp of the Ansible controller. Now you can find this command fetches the content. Okay, now the content has been copied here into the Ansible. Now ls, now you may have a doubt in your mind. The name of the file etc under password file is same. Is it possible to create a file two times? For example, under this okay, the first file is copied from the node 1 to node 2. Okay, so under this temp folder of your controller, you have this the password file from which is copied from the manager node 1. And if the same name, the file name, if you try to copy the file under the temp, the same file, what happened here? So it will ask for whether to overwrite, because you can't have two files with the same name. So how Ansible tackle this? Ansible is intelligent enough. If you have a file copied from this manager node into this controller, if the file name is same, what it will do? Under that temp folder, it will create another folder with the IP address of the manager node 1, and it copy the file associated with this manager node 1. Under the temp folder, it creates a file folder with IP address of manager node 2 and copy the file here. This is the way by which Ansible is intelligent enough to overcome the default way of asking a question for a already file present or not. Okay, so such intelligent way Ansible has been configured. So now you can find under this the same command ls under temp you can find two IP address. Under ls temp you can find two IP address. These two IP address. Okay, so now you can find the two folder has been created. A folder 172.31. Move into the folder and you, okay, where it is under the temp cd under temp you can find two folders. Move to the folder. You can find the etc file. Okay, cat etc will give you the file. It is a directory cd etc and the directory contain a password file cat password. It will give you the password associated with this file. Similarly, move back. Okay, under which you can move this another directory, which is the IP address of your second manager node. Here too you can find the etc, cd etc. Here you can find the password file, cat password. Yes, perfect. This is the way by which you can go up with either copying from source to target. In this case, the source is controller, the target is a manager node, and vice versa using fetch.
Okay, Raman.
I think so. We already discussed how to install a software by using apt module. Okay. For example, let me install a git here. Let me verify whether git is present or not here. Okay, so git space -hyphen version. So git is not currently installed. Okay, so let me install git here. What is the command to install? cd /home/ubuntu. Okay, so Ansible, the command to install here is Ansible on. So if I want to install on one node, what I need to do, I need to specify the IP address of that machine alone. Okay, so -m, then the package is apt, then the argument is hyphen. So what I need to give, I need to give the name is equal to git. Here, if for installing, I can give an option using this state is equal to present state. State equal to present means it will install. State equal to absent means so it will uninstall. State equal to latest means it is upgrade. We already discussed about all these things. State equal to install. Being to install, I need a root user privilege -b. Now it will install git. You can specify the package that you need to go for. It is installing git. You can make a verification that the same command git -version, it will give you the git version install. And the same command in the manager node to git -version, git space -version. That's all. Okay. So these are all the ways by which you can go with. So here, if you want to uninstall, the same thing. Instead of present, what I can do, I can make it as absent. Okay, so simply it will uninstall git. That's all. Go back and issue the same command git space version. Now there is no git. Go back and issue the same command git bash version. There is no git. Okay. If you want to install a simple thing, that's all. Instead of absent, you make it as present, or you can make it as, let me give an option upgrade. So if it is already present, now it is shown that is Yale. Since there is no git here, so what you can do here, you can make it as a present and laterally upgrade. Present present -b. It is installed. The same. the Git version will give you the Git. So you just look into the simplicity, how simple and how fast it is. Imagine in initial stage, if you want to install a Git in 100 machines, you need a manual intervention. The administrator need to connect with those machines and need to download and need to install. Okay, whatever packages that you want to have, so you can club all the machines that need to be configured under Ansible, and from the Ansible controller you can issue the command concurrently that will be updated in all the things. This is the way by which Ansible plays very vital role in terms of your DevOps under the configuration management. That is, you can establish the infra, you can configure the infra using code. Similar to Ansible, we have Chef and Puffet, but the advantage of Ansible is it is very simple, and it uses SSKs to make a communication between the controller and the managed nodes, and you no need to install any additional software. That is it is very simple, and it is highly efficient. Yeah, yes, please. Yes, Arun, any question?
Raman, your voice is very low. I'm not able to hear anything.
Now, okay.
No, Raman. Let me disconnect and join again, Raman.
No, now go. Now session is going to wind up. Only 3 minutes, 9 o'clock. So okay, we can continue with all of the things. No issue. Okay.
Okay, Raman, fine. Yeah.
Your final, yeah. Your final command. So we already discussed the Tomcat, I think so. Then we can continue with this Ansible playbook on coming. So probably, as I already told, if I went for a vacation, we won't have class on coming Saturday. I already informed them. So weeks itself.
Okay.
I'm planning to go for a vacation from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but because of there is a prediction of cyclone, it is not sure. Okay. If not, we have a class on Saturday. If I didn't go for a vacation, I will let you know everything by Wednesday itself. I will send a mail to you Wednesday whether we have class on Saturday and Sunday. If not this week, it's not possible. We can make it out next week. If I didn't went for a vacation this, I may plan for a vacation for next week. We can have our class on this week. Okay.
Okay, Raman, fine.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye. Yesterday,
Okay, thank you.
I kept my bag along with my mobile in my father-in-law's house. He forgetfully locked the door and for out of city. Yesterday night. That's the reason why I put in a make. I don't have any other laptop apart from that. No computer with me. Okay, except that one. So that's the reason why I put in it anyway. Thank you.
Okay, Raman, no issues.
Thanks, Arun. Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
So please.